Welcome to Expat American. I am the Expat American, here with Josiah, who it looks like will be saying goodbye to Russia. Come watch us in this video and find out his story today. All right, hold this. Let's walk. Give that. In case, Josiah, this is your last video, do you have anything you'd like to say to the subscribers?
Peace out. Keep watching. I don't know. Tell Joe to buy me some food, pay me more. It's good being here.
Can you take this? I don't want the stupid umbrella.
You're too lazy to close it.
So it's come to this, huh? So Josiah, how long have you been in Russia?
In about 2 months from now, it'll have been 4 years.
Aha, I see. And what is your immigration status now in this country?
Well, I'm gonna have to start looking for a visa, either getting into some sort of education institution for a student visa, finding work for a work visa. For obvious reasons, it's a bit difficult to get a tourist visa right now. But yeah, so I'm looking for work is my main goal right now.
So your visa is ending, and what are your legal options to stay in Russia as a non-citizen if you want to stay in Russia?
Well, I mean, obviously I need a visa to stay, as long as I don't have a residency or a citizenship, which I think you have a residency now, yeah?
Oh yeah, I have residency.
Right. Well, I don't, so I still need a visa if I want to stay, which is again, student, work, or tourist. I think there are a few other special ones, but none of them would really apply to me right now.
I can think of one.
And that would be?
Marriage.
I suppose, so that'd be a little tricky.
I mean, why is it tricky?
I mean, getting married is going to be a long process.
Right. So meaning you don't have a girlfriend.
Thank you.
So, but technically, those are your only options.
It's always a joy being on your show. That was sarcasm.
Yeah, so this is one of the things that Sveta has been trying to work with the Russian government on to adjust immigration laws for people that are not citizens that want to live here. Because right now, marriage or being a student is really the only way.
Work, but it's a bit difficult.
And from what I understand is even if you get a work visa, it is like 90% chance you're still gonna have to buy a plane ticket and fly out of the country and then get it all stamped and fly back.
Student visas too, occasionally.
For student visas as well?
Well, normally you can stay in the country, but there are some exceptions, especially if you're getting a brand new one.
I think it's also fair to say that Washington, D.C. is not a fan of the show, and now might not be the best time for you to fly back to America. How old are you, Josiah?
I am 22, and also in about 2 months I will be 23.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what are your skill sets?
I've got a few. I've got some construction experience. I've got acting experience. I like reading and writing a lot. Math is sometimes enjoyable. I use the computer a lot, so I'm fairly knowledgeable about how to use that. Filming experience, mostly with the show, but other stuff too.
Even though Josiah has been here for 4 years, where are you?
I'm right behind you.
Well, get beside me.
Well, it's a two-way.
Even though Josiah has been here for 4 years, and he has been studying and working, legally he will still have to leave. And when I say working, I mean for the channel. So it's been my position that Russia needs more people because it's a huge country and they've got way less than people than America, let's say, which is much smaller than Russia. And what I want for Russia is more law-abiding, productive people. And I could make the emotional case, well, Josiah's been living here, helping me do this channel as a cameraman, as a personality, as a tech advisor, and telling the world that Russia is a normal place, if not a great place. But even though he's been making this contribution to this country, he still has no legal way to stay in the country as it stands right now. Josiah, you are, shall I say, famous on this show to some subscribers and infamous on this show to other subscribers. But even though you may be infamous to some of our subscribers, I still don't want you to leave. Because, well, I think you're the only person, for me, that I don't have to bend down for when doing a two-shot in the camera. Since you like Asian food,
I do.
I thought it'd be cool to take you to a new Asian place that has opened up in our shopping mall, our Targovy Center.
I am cautiously hopeful.
Have you seen it yet?
I have not.
It looks really cool.
Awesome.
When you approach the counter.
Okay.
Wow, that is ridiculously expensive. Sorry, Josiah, that is too much. We're gonna go a more economical budget for this video. Okay.
This is why I said cautiously hopeful. I'm used to this with you.
Yes, this is definitely more my speed.
I guess some of them are Central Asian.
Спасибо. I like this place. It's cheap. It's in my neighborhood. It's right next to the superstore. And I actually came here in a video with Maxime. I can't remember which one. And so this that I have here is a pastry filled with meat. What's it called?
A cheburek, samyasam.
And it's a cheburek with meat, and it's a famous Russian on-the-go cheap meal. Is that right?
I think historically it's Central Asian, but because of Russia's, Eurasian status, it does count as a Russian dish.
Cool. It hits the spot. All right, what do you got?
I have a lapyoshka. It's basically just a piece of bread. It's cooked in one of their tapirs. No, that's definitely not the right word. They've got a fancy...
That oven behind you.
Yeah, that. It's a Central Asian stove.
And did you eat that in our other video? Is Russia Eastern or Western?
No, but I did take
Your
you
first
to a...
video, actually.
Yes, my first video. I took you to a similar place, another pekarnya, which is Russian for bakery. And this is usually the cheapest item at those pekarnyas. Just a circle of bread. They're very good. But they also have chebureks, samsas, things like that.
So you ate something similar in your very first video, and now you're eating something similar, which could be your last video.
You're really trying to clickbait this, huh?
You are a law-abiding citizen, are you not?
As far as I'm aware.
Okay. And as evidenced by all the videos you've done on this show, you have been productive for this country.
I suppose so, yes.
And even still, legally, there is no way for you to stay currently that we see at this point, except some of the things you mentioned, like getting a job, for instance, which you would love to do, but not all places that employ give out visas. You have to have a special skill for that.
Right,
from
you
what I
have to work for a company that can help provide you a visa. I can't just go to my local grocery store and say, hey, can I get a job here? And even if they agree, they can't give me a visa. It has to be like a a news company, a teaching organization or institution, something that has the ability to provide a visa for foreign workers.
So this is our local grocery store, supermarket, superstore, the French Auchan, like Walmart's in America. And my wife Sveta has asked me to get some groceries so she can make dinner. And she also, as we said before, helps out with immigration. So if you are living in the West and thinking of moving to Russia, you can email her if you have questions about how perhaps to get here. And also I want to tell anyone who wants to come, keep in mind that what I'm saying is Russia is normal, not that Russia is paradise. So if you have problems where you live, you may still have problems here. So that's my full disclosure to you. Because no matter where you live, you will still be there. So here's the ground beef. It's got a date on it when it expires in about a week. Does this look like ground beef in your city? Eggs. Sugar-free candies, because my wife and I have to have some fun in life.
It's not fun at all.
Josiah is desperately searching for baking soda or baking powder?
Baking powder, very
Baking powder,
different.
because he is a man that actually cooks. Does Russia have such a thing?
According to Aurora, no, which means I'm gonna have to keep adding lemon juice to the pancakes.
Life under sanctions in Russia. Does it look scary to you? I want to do a more detailed episode about sanctions as far as how it relates to grocery stores, because I think that'd be of interest to you guys. How is life here under sanctions? But I need to get someone to come with me who was living here before sanctions, because we got here and then only like a month later the sanctions happened. So I want to get a good comparison. So seriously, Josiah, I hope you won't have to leave, because I will miss you. And with all of the new Cold War stuff that's happening, you know, I don't know how long it would be till I would see friends and family that don't live on my side of the world. But anyway, if you are a spiritual person, say a prayer for his situation. If you're a powerful person, make a phone call for his situation. If you're none of these things, click the share button and send this video to your friends. Leave a comment, let us know what you think. Click like, subscribe, and click the box to see what happens next.
I feel uncomfortable about this clip for a various number of reasons.
Careful with the eggs. The chatter continues that channels on this platform are disappearing. How do you keep up with Expat American if one day there is no trace of us here? Go to rumble.com right now and follow us there. We love it here and will continue to be here, but if the algorithms decide we will no longer be here, you can still find us on Rumble. Let's go.
You closed this the wrong way.
Okay, check yourself. We're walking, umbrellas out of the way.
Your umbrella's kind of blocking me. It's sushi, Joe. What'd you expect?
To me, not the camera. So you are a law-abiding citizen in this country, are you not?
I'll leave it to your imagination. It's Captain's Log, start date April 24th.
Huh? What?